All right, it looks like I am live. Hello, hello again, YouTube. You are tuned in to Katie Talk 101. Make sure you hit that like button when you enter the building. Please make sure if you have not just yet joined the group of Talk Nation family, make sure you hit that subscribe button and welcome. All right. Well, tonight I am coming to you with just a few little topics. I missed out on Tuesday. I was so wound up and in suspense about the election. So I kind of held out and I was trying to wait to see, the results from the election. And as you guys know, we still haven't got any updates from that. And speaking of election, I want to jump right off into it. My girl, Miss Lackey, she is supposed to actually join me, but I'm going to go ahead and get started real quick. And I wanted to get off into the situation about Lil Wayne in his. Hey, what's up, Blue Ocean? Shout out to Blue Ocean. What's up? Thank you for joining us in the chat. Thank you. Yes, I wanted to get off into this situation when it comes to Lil Wayne's girlfriend. As you guys know, I believe Lil Wayne was actually engaged to her. So I believe that was his fiance. But, allegedly, she actually dropped him because of his choice that he made for the person he chose to vote for. As you guys know, he's going, and what's up, Miss Lackey? I'm about to drop it right now. Let me get on here and drop that link real quick for you so you can get on up here with me. But as you guys know, Lil Wayne, just like a lot of other people with a lot of money, they went, for the person that's for them. And, that person just so happened to be the person that's presently, still presently at this time, the president. So, he decided to go for the Trump situation. Okay, I dropped it, Miss Lackey. Okay, there you go. It's in there. Okay, so yeah, Lil Wayne, he decided to, go for it and he decided to vote for Trump. And allegedly, that's why his girlfriend broke up with him. It's just crazy how I just think some people take these politics to the point where it's getting in the middle of family and it's getting in the middle of friends and relationships. I just remember it's this radio station called Power 92, and they do these things called Power People poll questions. And it was a guy that got into an argument so bad with his father-in-law that he ended up leaving the dinner table and left his wife and his kids there, at her dad's house. He was so upset about the argument that they got into when it comes to politics. But I'm like, for her to break up, how strong was your love for him for you to break up with him just because he's voting for a particular person that you decide you don't like? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And you guys were just like flaunting your relationship, and then it was a lot of people. They started. I mean, they threw. Us black women get through in the pool all the time when they was like, oh, look how happy Lil Wayne is with his non-black girlfriend, and oh, they're so cute. And now she broke up with him because he voted for Trump. Oh my God. So how do y'all feel now, when it comes to you guys always comparing guys that date outside their race to you always comparing them to black women. But I just think if that woman is so great that you're with, why sit up and compare her to the next woman? I don't care who it is. So that situation right there was just kind of crazy to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised when I heard that she broke up with Lil Wayne because he decided to vote for, he wanted to vote for Trump. But how strong was your love if you guys could break up for something that small and that petty? Did you get the link, Miss Lackey? I had dropped it. That's insane to me that, that she broke up with him because of that. But anyway, let me get off into the situation about Andrew Caldwell. Now, you guys know Andrew Caldwell, he ended up going viral years ago saying that he was delivered at the he was at the church convention. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the name of that church is it's the Kojic Church. Yeah. So he was at a Kojic Church event, and he, got up there. Allegedly, they were saying that he was paid to do it, but he was saying that he was delivered. So, he got his fame and his stardom for that. And ever since then, he has been all through the internet, basically just running amok. Every time you look up, he's fighting with somebody, he's arguing at a Starbucks, he's at hotels, throwing stuff at receptionists. He has been put out of hotels. Your boy Andrew Caldwell has been out there living La Vida Loca. You know, he has been out there doing some of everything. So he ended up actually, I believe he ended up somewhere where there was a rally going on. There was some certain people there, supporting some certain people, and he ended up. Oh, okay, there go Miss Lackey. Let me. Okay, well, I'm gonna add Miss Lackey to the stream here. Miss Lackey, can you hear
Hey,
me?
yes, I can, boo. I am so sorry. The link that you drop, it won't even go to my email like it usually do. It's always something. But
Oh, you
anyway, I'm on my phone, so it's all good. I'm still working with my Mac. We'll see what's going on. And I've been listening to you so far, and you are doing amazing, honey.
oh, thank you, thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
you guys, I know you are familiar with the Messy Angel Queen, Miss Lackey.
Thank you.
You guys, make sure
So,
you're going to hit Miss Lackey up for all of the great relationship advice. Her channel is awesome. And tomorrow
thank
night, we are
you.
actually going live every Friday night on Miss Lackey page. We always
Thank
go live
you.
with her. We get off into some things. We speak our mind. The chat is always included. We even had a few people
Yes.
from the chat, like people that are not YouTubers, even get up on the platform and talk. So, that is a place where you are free to voice your opinion as long as you are respectful and, of course, in YouTube guidelines. So,
Absolutely.
so most definitely, you guys make sure you come and check out Miss Lackey tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Thank you
So
so much, Katie.
you are so welcome. You are so welcome. So yeah, I was talking about Lil Wayne and his girlfriend. What do you think about that Lil Wayne situation with his girlfriend breaking up with him because he decided to get on the side of President Trump? What do you think about that?
Everyone have their differences. Oh Lord. Everyone has their differences and everything. So therefore, if she really loved him, do you
Right.
think, you know, everybody, that's just like, when I was married. I went for one team, my husband went for another. I mean, that's how it goes. That don't mean that she had to vote for Trump. So
Exactly.
yes, so therefore, was it love in the beginning?
That's the same thing I said. Was it love in the beginning? And Miss Lakey, I don't know if you remember when Lil Wayne first, linked up with this young lady. A lot of people was like, "Oh, look how happy he is when he get with a woman outside of his race, besides a black woman." Do you remember
Right.
them talking about, like, I'm like, how did black women get off into this?
Right. They always,
He's
it's
in a
always got to be
relationship with a
color.
woman that he so called love. Why are y'all still bringing up black women?
They always have to make it a color thing. They always have to make it pull the race card and everything like that. I don't care who Lil Wayne dates or anything like that, but and actually don't care who he voted for, you
Thank
know?
you. Thank you. And I'm
So
like, I mean, obviously his girl didn't have too much love for him. She let Trump come in between their relationship.
absolutely. Trump
I
now.
was like, really?
And
Really?
I'm not even, saying who I voted for or nothing like that, but to
Yeah,
be
because I don't
to
feel
be
like it's nobody's
honest,
business.
right, but to be honest, I don't see nobody doing us no good. I have a cousin, she put a post up and said, if y'all ran out of presidents, just tell us. And
Ah,
and that's how I feel. They don't ran out of presidents, sis.
It's basically like they have ran out of president. Oh, you right about that. It seemed like they have ran out. And
Ran
it's
out of
like they
presidents.
can't even decide. I mean, this election is taking so long. But
And
yeah,
it's never did this before.
and like
It's
I
never
said,
took this
speaking,
long.
it never took this long. And you
No.
know, my first election was in 2001. It was the younger Bush and Kerry
Right.
election. I voted for Kerry. At that time I was in Job Corps, and you know, well, that was the year 2000. He was, you know, inaugurated in 2001. But that was
Right.
my first election, and I can remember, you know, they just told us, yeah, we're going somewhere. They put us all on the bus, and we pulled up, and they're like, okay, we're gonna vote. And I'm like, you don't even know if I wanted to vote, but I'm like, you know what? I'm 18. I was 19 at the time. I think I had just turned 19 some months
Right.
before, and I was like, well, since I'm here, I might as well. So so
Yeah,
I
might as
just
well go
kind
ahead and
of,
vote. Right.
yeah, it was basically like someone put the sword to my back and pushed me to the plank. So I
Right.
had to walk the plank of voting. So I went
You
on and
you
did
just
it. And,
you just did what you thought was right at the time.
yeah, yeah, and I did it. You know, and then I can say this: it's like depending on what space you're in or how you were brought up. Sometimes you don't even know where these people are coming from with their views and their points. Sometimes we just vote for who people tell us we should vote for.
Or people just
And you
vote for
know,
Democrats, you know?
exactly. And that's how a lot of
Hmm.
us was raised too, Miss Lackey. I just think a lot of
Absolutely.
people should do their investigation, you know, look and see what these people are talking about with their talking points as far as it have to do with your lifestyle and your finances, and go for whoever you think that would suit you. If And I'm gonna say this, if you're a small business owner, most of the time when Republicans, and this is just honestly speaking, most
Hmm.
of the time when Republicans are in office, small business owners do have a legs up because most of
Uh-uh. Uh-huh.
the because you know a lot of them, they give like a lot of leeway when it comes to taxes to small business owners. So you know whatever floats your boat and whatever go with your lifestyle, I say go for it. I will never sit up and say, oh, you need to go for red, you need to go for blue. Go for whatever
Right.
suits you.
Or like Country Wayne say, the Crips and the Bloods. He is so
I
crazy.
promise. I promise. And I was speaking to a woman about that. It just seemed like a whole, I'm getting gangbanger vibes with everything that's going on because, you know, it's actually people that were talking about, you know, possibly throwing a tantrum out in the street if their person don't get voted in. And that's
And people
crazy.
wanting to fight and kill each other over this stuff.
And it's
And
people that actually have there's people that have actually boarded up their businesses in fear of people doing this.
right.
You know, that's insane
This,
to
I mean,
me.
first it was a George Floyd thing, and then we haven't even really got past that with all the, the fighting and loitering and all that stuff, and then now this.
Yes.
So
And then
I don't
think
feel like, go ahead.
oh, go ahead, go ahead. You was gonna say you don't feel like what?
I just don't feel like that it should be taking this long to pick someone. I don't know what
I
they
don't think
got,
so
up their
either.
sleeve. Yes. I don't know
And
what they
then
got up their sleeve.
this is what I was thinking too, Miss Lakey. Like back when, you know, like you said, when all the situation happened with George Floyd, and you know, a lot of cities got, you know, a lot of small businesses suffered from a lot of damage, and a lot of people are trying to get themselves back together. The people that actually went through their business is getting attacked and burned and stuff by the protesters. So we got people still trying to clean up from that. And now, you know, we got people in New York and other big cities boarding up their places, you know, kind of preparing for another attack.
Right.
It's like this year just don't stop. It just don't stop. Okay, so I'm feeling like this. Is it just like the pent up aggression from people, and it's just little bitty things where they're like, okay, this don't go my
And
way, we gonna riot. If that don't go my way, we're gonna riot. Everything that go on, you cannot just riot and tear up your city because you're gonna look up. You're not gonna have anything to pay. You're not
right.
gonna have anything to patronize. If you get mad at everything and you just wanna looting is not the answer. If you don't get the president in the office that you want, looting
Exactly.
is not the answer. That what is that gonna solve?
Absolutely, Katie. Top 101. Looting is not the answer. But then on top of that, think about it. We got coronavirus. That's another
Right.
thing. I mean,
The
so it's
the
stuff on top
pandemic.
of
We're gonna call
stuff.
it the pandemic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take that
Yeah,
word back.
okay.
We're going through the pandemic. Right. So, I mean, it's just stuff on top of stuff. And then on top of that, you got your normal people in the world that's hateful, that do things and stuff like that. That's why I am
Right.
so glad that, that's why we pray before our lives and everything like that, because
Yes.
we know it's bad out there. It's bad.
It really is. And
And
hello to whoever
no,
has entered the building. Hello, hello. And yeah, it's really, really bad. It's really bad. And
hello,
my
everyone.
heart,
I'm
my
writing a
heart
little
goes
bit in the chat for my people.
right. My heart goes out to all the small business owners because I know from this pandemic alone, a lot of them have took a big hit, and my heart go out to them for that, just alone with the pandemic situation. And then you have the riots that's been going on, and now with this presidential election thing going on, it's like, oh my god, like once the president is announced, I'm almost scared to see what's gonna happen.
Right.
I'm almost scared to see what's gonna happen. So,
I am
well,
too.
hey, who is it? Christian Lyons. Hey, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Make sure you hit that thumbs up when you enter the building.
They
Welcome.
are doing amazing. Everybody that's coming in are doing amazing. I see the thumbs up and we appreciate it. Everybody's doing
Yes.
great.
We
Yes.
appreciate you guys. I'm sorry I didn't come Tuesday, but like I was telling Miss Lackey, I'm gonna wait to see who's gonna be president, and we're gonna go live that night. And guess what? It never happened.
It
So I said,
didn't.
you know what? If I'm sitting around waiting on the president to be called, I'm gonna be waiting another 2 weeks to go live.
I heard, yeah, and somebody said something today about November the 12th.
I heard somebody at my job talking about that November the
Yes.
12th.
That is
Oh,
crazy.
that is ridiculous. I have never seen a election take this long. And I was just telling Ms. Lecky, the first time I voted was in the year 2000. And Bush had got it. The younger Bush ended up getting it, and he got sworn in at the beginning of 2001. But I have never seen any election take this long. And I flash back, and I'm gonna do a little story time here. Okay, so this was when um President Trump ended up getting voted in. Okay, so it was me and it was two of my homegirls. We ended up going to this bar downtown, and it was like two of the girls out of the four of us. It was their first time ever voting, and they were probably just a little younger than me. It was their first time voting. And I remember they were so excited. We were like, oh my God, we're going to make history. This is going to be the first woman president. And aside
Right.
from whatever Hillary stood for, just because she was a woman, a lot of us voted for her. I'm not even going to lie.
That's true.
Like,
I
I wanted to
understand.
see a woman president. I'm not going to lie. And so, we all had ended up voting for her and everything. And I remember being downtown. We was at this bar called Big Whiskey. So anybody that's familiar with Little Rock or whatever, I'm pretty sure you've been downtown and know about Big Whiskey. So we down there at the bar, and then all these numbers start coming in. We watching, we're at the election watch party, and then it announced, Trump got it. And it's like everybody, like my whole crew was just sad looking. And then, we got the people that were, hey, what's up? Mouth open. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Thank you. Greetings. Listen, night at Katie Talk 101. Welcome to the chat, Mouth open. Thank you. And yes, I was talking about when Trump had ended up getting voted in 2016. So yeah, after they announced, okay, Trump is going to be the president. I mean, all the Trump supporters, it was probably about more Trump supporters down there than anything. And they were like laughing at us like the bully did on The Simpsons. They was like, ah, and oh my God, I heard some of them telling some of their Spanish friends, okay, pack up, get ready to go back over the border. I was like, oh my God, they're talking to their own friends like that. They actually did that, Miss Lackey. They were telling their friends to get ready to go back over the border. I was like, oh my God.
And that you know what? This stuff brings true colors out. And guys in the chat, yes,
it does.
everyone
It brings
in the chat, I am so sorry. This is my first time doing it on my phone. I'm messing on my MacBook though, guys. So I don't have my picture up there. This is the first time, but yes.
Oh, you okay? You okay?
This brings
right. It does
YouTube brings out the true colors, because when I first started YouTube, yep, everything does. But when Obama first got in, all of my friends that I went to high school with, which I went to a predominantly white high school, everybody I went to high school with, girl, you just saw the jokes that they were making and picking at Black people and Democrats. And this is people that I was tight with in school.
Wow.
It really just, yes, it brought out the true colors, guys.
Oh,
so we have to stick together. We have to stick together.
We got to stick together. We got to stick together. And, I just think, I remember a lot of people. Now, I'm going to just be honest all the way around the board with this, okay? No matter who I support, red or blue or whatever. I remember when I was hearing people saying, oh, Trump hasn't delivered this and he hasn't delivered that and this and that. But I'm like, you guys have to think whenever a person is running, that's whether it's mayor or anything, if they're running to be the head school board district person, people are going to make promises that they do not keep. Let's just be honest. Now, everything that Joe Biden is saying that he's going to do, he's not going to deliver everything, because you guys got to think he has a whole list of people that all of these laws have to get approved by before it's actually go into law. So keep that in mind whenever you have a whole lot of expectations around this one president that says he's gonna turn your blue skies to white skies. You got to think,
right? Absolutely.
This man don't have as much power as you think. And also think about this too, Ms. Lackey. Those people that you vote for on that ballot, the really, really most important things is what's in the state, your state Congress, the mayor, the judges. Those are the most important votes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, those the most important votes. Those are the most important votes right there. So, people think this every 4-year thing is cool.
You realize, Katie, presidents, they do, and they, can you hear me, Katie?
Yeah, I hear you.
Katie.
I hear you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was saying, I'm sorry because I got both of them going. I was saying these presidents also, they will do and say anything to get elected.
Yes.
They do that,
Where, girl, they will tell you, I will decrease your taxes. I will lower the price of toilet paper and soap.
I'll take you grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying? I will take you
grocery shopping every quarter.
But and for a second,
Miss Lackey, you will have a shrimp boil once a week.
Oh, if you vote for me, you gonna have a shrimp boil with extra shrimp. You know what I'm saying? They do and say anything to get that vote. And after they get that vote, you got to go somewhere and see if you can get help with a mortgage.
Thank you. Thank
Yes. And
you.
I was wanting to give a shout out to the wonderful chat. We're down to 5 people watching now, but at one point we were at 8 and we have 8 thumbs
Yes.
ups. So I
Yes.
thank them
Thank
all for
you.
that. That lets me
Thank
know that
y'all for that.
the chat is being loyal. That's what we like. We love you
Okay.
guys.
Thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for your time. And speaking of this election, so let me get off into Andrew Caldwell. So you guys know he's full of shenanigans. He's very full of shenanigans.
Right.
So Andrew
Right.
Caldwell, he actually said that he was attacked. And it says down here, this is through Hollywood Unlocked. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. We can't confirm the claims. It says that, that they can't confirm it, but he is on here with. He has a pretty busted up, bloody nose, and I'm gonna let you guys listen to this. So shout out to okay, hold on. Let me. We can't confirm. Okay, so here is Jason Lee speaking on his situation. Let me just say this. I don't have to fake nothing. My mask was on. I got punched in my face. I've been getting harassed all day in my neighborhood. Do y'all hear me? I've been getting harassed. My mask was on. All right.
Wow.
Out of the store. And it was like this thank you, Mouth Open. And he was like nippers and nippers and nippers and nippers and nippers. Call me, and I said, call me a one more time. Call me a one more time. So he got in my face,
beat up,
and he punched me in my face, and my mask was on, and he said, "You nigger." I said, "Hold on now, hold on now." So while everybody on here talking about I made this up, I don't need to be made up, beat up a person to get clout. I got enough clout. Oh, I love you too, Mouth Open. Let me just say this. I don't have to fake nothing. My mask was on. I got punched in my face. I've been getting harassed all day in my neighborhood. Do y'all hear me? I've been getting harassed. My mask. Okay, so there's the shenanigans from Andrew Caldwell. Okay, so as you guys know, a lot of places that Andrew has went, he has actually got into numerous of altercations. It kind of appears that he may have a few mental things going on that he probably needs to get taken care of before he, but well, he's already sort of like, I guess, Instagram famous, internet famous. But this is a very good example to when it comes to people who are internet famous, that probably, going through, like, they probably dealt with all their life mental issues. And once this fame hit them, it's just like they get kind of wild. It's like they try to do what's the next thing that I'm gonna do to get some attention. So that's what I see with Andrew Caldwell. I see a kind of mentally challenged person who got internet fame, and it's just like almost like a train wreck. What do you think about Andrew Caldwell, Miss Lackey?
thing with
Oh, Miss Lackey, can you
I
hear?
saw that same thing with his soul. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh, I can hear you.
Katie.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I said I saw that same thing unfold with Rodney King.
Oh, wow.
Well, God rest his soul.
God
And
rest
after
his
he became famous with that, he also got paid.
Right, he got paid a lot of money. I think he
He
got paid
did.
I think it was like $40,000 or $50,000 per lick.
Well, it was really wrong what they done to him. But
Right.
let's see. Mouth Open said a mess. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so it was just that reminds me of that. But that guy that said he ain't gotta lie about nothing, it's hard for us to believe things because look at the Jesse Smollett.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's just sort of
And
heavy.
I heard people calling him Andrew Smollett.
Oh yeah, just like they was calling Cardi Smollett.
And what?
Mm-hmm.
And this
And
is another thing too. Why? Okay, when it comes to Andrew Caldwell, we all know he's internet famous. Okay, Andrew, when Andrew got into it with the people at Starbucks, he was calling the woman a B word. He was throwing stuff at the woman and everything. And he
mm-hmm.
recorded that himself. When Andrew got into it with the woman, well, the receptionist at the hotel, that was caught on camera, so he really didn't have to record that. But
Right.
everything that Andrew do, he records it. Why didn't he record somebody calling him the N-word? It's in him in his mouth.
He's doing that because he's wanting some money some way, somehow. That's what he's trying to do.
What'd you say? He trying to get him some money.
He trying to get some cash, sis, some way, somehow. So he
You
recording
ain't
everything. Yeah. Who want to walk
lying.
around here recording their whole life just to hope something happen? That's what he doing.
What you say? He just hopes some. I just hope somebody just hit me. Just hit me right here. Hit me
Look,
in my mouth.
basically, he's saying, "I wish a nigga would." Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it looked like a nigga did.
Look like
I
a
mean, he
nigga
had
did.
blood just going down. It looked disgusting. He had blood just going all down his face. And then I was just thinking to myself, it almost looked like, I don't think it was fake blood, but it looked like he just let it sit on his face for a while. Like he should have cleaned himself up real quick. It just
He
looked.
said if he didn't make a fool of himself, saying he was delivered, then he was gonna make a fool out of himself some way. He trying to get paid.
He's trying to get paid.
Yes,
And
he
you know,
is.
I did hear allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, but allegedly I actually heard that he that the that church that the Kojic church did pay him to say that he was
Oh
delivered.
wow.
Yes, I heard allegedly the Kojic church paid him for that fiasco.
And see, they would have to pay me a lot because he made a fool of himself. And then the way he said it,
Oh yes.
that was embarrassing.
And then this is another thing who some more people who was upset with him. The LGBT Q plus community I heard allegedly was upset with him because for him to say I am not like this anymore, I'm delivered, you know,
He going
it's a lot of people that really feel like they are born like that. So he upset a lot of
and
them
he's
as
going
well.
against them.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
Mouth
going
Open
against
says,
them. Mm-hmm.
but truth be told, Andrew does the most for the internet. I was in a private chat and he came on last year and he showed us his apartment and he say he know. Yeah, so I heard he got a nice apartment. I think I seen him show his apartment on Facebook because I follow him on Facebook, you know, just for the giggles because he puts on a show. But yeah, Andrew Caldwell got a
Right.
nice apartment. And if you go follow him on Facebook, you'll see it's a few videos up there where he posts his apartment and it's laid.
Well, that's
It
from the
looked like
money he
a woman
made.
apartment.
Well, he was a woman once, but that's just from the stuff that he don't from where he don't got paid for being an idiot. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lose my self-esteem, not my integrity, and put myself down in my reputation just to get a little bit of coins. They got to think about that.
Right. Because you
Mm-hmm.
got to think about life after the internet.
Exactly. You're right. You have
You
to
got to
think
think
about
about
your
your life
life.
after.
Mm-hmm.
And the internet is not going to be walking around with you all your life. You got to think about how you portray yourself on the internet.
But what
And
does the
I
Bible
just don't.
say? Money is the root of all evil, and that's what they're looking at. They're looking at that right now. That right now money. That right now coins. They're not thinking about what's going to happen and what's going to drag along with them for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's true. It's gonna follow them the rest of their life.
It
And
is.
it just seems so like you're just willing to lay it all down on the line. Your dignity, your self-respect. You get out here and embarrass yourself and
Mm-hmm.
just all for the coin. And then you just gotta think the type of environment how society is all surrounded around the internet, it makes
Mm-hmm.
people think whatever it is you do, as long as you getting that coin, that's all that matters.
That is.
You
They're
just
not
gotta
thinking
think.
about nothing else.
And when it's all surrounded by, oh, as long as you get a coin for it, it's cool. When stuff is surrounded and the standard is set by that, like we were talking
Right.
about the click and the view demon,
Mm-hmm.
that internet attention demon is something serious.
It is.
And then when you're in a position where you can actually get paid for it, honey, it goes to a whole nother level.
When they get paid, they really gonna take it. And then, like we were talking about earlier, they throw in lies and stuff like that. They don't care how it make them look.
Yep, they throwing those extra little lies and those extra little pieces just to juice it up. But you
Mm-hmm.
gotta think however it is that a person build their reputation, they will have to sustain those actions in order to keep the payola coming in.
Well, did we not just talk about that with some of these YouTubers?
Yes, with a specific YouTuber we were talking about. Yes,
A
ma'am.
specific YouTuber that's growing on gossip. And when you do
Growing.
that, you have to keep that gossip and all that low vibrational negativity going if you want to
Yes,
keep that audience. Because as soon as
yes,
that died down, and I'm sure maybe they will get tired of all of that. But if they don't, they'll keep going. But if they do and they don't, they start coming up there being boring, they're gonna lose that audience because that's all that audience is for that negativity, that gossip, that dirt, that mess,
yes,
like
yes.
that. That's what they're
They're
looking for.
what they say, they're there for the mess.
They're there for the mess. And we are messy angels, but people think that we call ourselves that because of mess. That's not the
Mm-mm,
reason behind that name. One of the people
mm.
in the chat gave us that name.
Oh
And
yeah.
so we don't get on there putting nobody down and stuff like
Uh-uh.
that. We just talk about it.
Right. We just talk. And we
Talk
get off
about it.
into, we could be talking about a celebrity and we get off into stuff about our personal life.
We do.
I talk about, stuff that I went through personally in these certain topics that we're talking about, just relating it to that particular subject. I don't
And look
just.
and look at all the comments that people have left us saying, "Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, y'all conversation was great. Oh my gosh, your live was lit tonight." Because another thing when we get off into stuff and talk about ourselves, people in the chat, they can relate. And then we're open with our platform. I'll let anybody come up there that want to come up there. They can stay as long as they want. They can say what they gotta say. But we talk like you told your story one night. Somebody said something, mentioned something about, we were talking about stuff. Then it reminded you of your situation, your personal
Right.
situation, and you started talking about it. And then that lets people in the chat be like, wow, well,
I
I
don't
went
know.
through the
It's all
same
hot
thing.
air. What's up?
Is
It's
it?
all hot air. What's up, girl?
Hey, I didn't see her. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here chatting. Let me get on it. Let me get on it.
It's good to
But
see you, hot air.
uh,
Good to see
but
you.
well, that's a good thing because she's up there on it's all hot air. Welcome. She's up on the panel with us, so she know exactly
Yeah,
what we're
on
talking
Friday
about.
night. Yeah, how we get off
Stuff that we
into,
talk about on the
we could be
panel,
chatting about celebrities
and
and
people that
we get
talk,
off into
yeah, and
stuff about us.
people that talk in the chat.
Mhm. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lecky, are you there?
Exactly. It goes with relate to us. Can you hear me,
Exactly. Okay, yeah, I
Katie?
can hear you. I can hear you now. At first,
Katie. Oh, okay.
hello. Yeah, at first it sounded like
I'm here.
it sounded like you was fading out a little bit, but I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why girl, I've been trying to get on my email. The email came straight to my phone, but it didn't come to the email on my MacBook. And I'm like, that's usually how I
Hmm.
just jump on in. And I don't know why it didn't.
Right.
I'm
That's
still
weird.
I've been writing in the chat, but the whole time I've been trying to still grab that link.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to copy it and paste it in my email. But yeah, so Andrea, it's our hot air. She is in the building, and she can
Yeah.
also relate to us because she up there with us. So that
Well,
is true. So that's what we want to do. We like to include our chat in
oh
everything.
yes.
Let
Most
them know that they
definitely.
are a part of us. You know.
Yes, most definitely. Oh, I wanted to get off into this story before I jump off. You guys know I try not to hold y'all too long. I try not to hold y'all too long, but I like to get off into this.
Wait a minute. What them preachers say? Take your time.
Take your time. Take your
Take your time.
time.
And girl, I be rolling my eyes up in my head. I be like,
Oh, like y'all stop telling that man to take his time. You know he
we
long
been
winded,
we been here 7 hours and you telling him to take his time?
and I'm hungry.
Yeah, I ain't ate breakfast or lunch.
Hey,
I've
what
been
they
here,
say?
girl.
What they say, Miss Lackey? My stomach touching my back.
Yeah, I've been here breakfast time, lunch time, and you telling him to go ahead?
You
Sure.
tell him to take his time.
Telling him to
Hey,
take his time.
hey, while I'm wiping the corners of my mouth, I ain't gonna tear it too long.
Girl, I know it. And then the first thing the preacher say when he get up there, I ain't gonna take too much of your time.
I ain't gonna tear it
Uh
too long.
girl. But he take about 6 hours to get started.
Oh my
So
god! And then don't let people get to catching the spirit
oh
now,
my, that's it. That's it.
honey.
You in there to midnight. You
Oh
in there
my,
to yeah. You in there to midnight. You don't did a 12-hour shift.
this is too much.
Oh, you dropped it again, the StreamYard link. Okay.
Oh, I had dropped it just in case. It's all hot air wanted to get out. But let me talk about this, and
No,
I'm gonna go to
no,
get up out of
it's
here.
our hot air is not allowed to get on. Andrea, you ain't allowed to get on. You know we'll be here till in the morning.
Oh my
Wait,
god! Oh,
stay,
you know we will. Now I gotta go
save,
to work in the morning, y'all.
save your juice
But
to
tomorrow.
tomorrow, Andrea.
Oh yeah, save it for tomorrow. I said I don't know why I dropped that link, but oh yes, you guys, let me get off into this story before we head out of here. Okay, so this story is coming from out of Nevada. So a 16-year-old Nevada girl was fatally shot in a random attack while working at a McDonald's drive-through.
Mm.
Now, this is something that kind of, anybody that got teenage kids that got jobs, you guys, when y'all hear these stories about these teens getting attacked at their workplace, it just kind of hit home a little. So it says a 16-year-old Nevada girl was fatally shot at a McDonald's drive-through while working at, I think that's Ico on Sunday, and her name is Kaylee. So Kaylee is a high school student. She was allegedly shot by a 24-year-old
Mm.
24-year-old guy that goes by the name of Michael Molis.
Mm.
So, a 24-year-old shot a 16-year-old. So it says the police allege that Molis walked up to the McDonald's drive-thru around 9:36 p.m. on November the 1st. Hold on, all these ads popping up. Okay, November the 1st. And he actually shot her through the glass before fleeing the scene.
Wow.
And ain't that crazy? I'm like, and I'm thinking like, did he? Let me finish reading it though. And it says Lenny's. Okay, she was taken to the northeastern Nevada Regional Hospital where she died. So she actually died.
She died. I didn't even
Oh
know she
my
had died.
god, this is horrible.
It
Oh my god.
is.
I said I'm gonna have to clip this out and probably post this too. Okay, so on Monday, Molly's driving through the eco drive through, let's see, the police station where he was interviewed and arrested. He is facing a charge of an open murder and is now being held in the county jail, in the Eco County Jail. The police say they believe the shooting was random and there is no connection between Molis and Lennon. So he don't even know this girl. It is kind
Mm.
of mystery to all of us. why he chose to do that, the Eco Police Department ended up stating, Mike, he told the people at the police station when he was speaking on the situation, he apparently was angry and went to the McDonald's and he took his wrath out on this poor, unfortunate 16-year-old lady. He was angry about his life in general. Usually,
Mm.
you will have relationship disputes or robbery, but he just walked up and shot the girl for no reason. It is completely senseless. This is completely sad. This is sad. And it says that the police said that Lennox was shot one time. So the girl was only shot one time with a
Uh-huh.
9 millimeter handgun used in the shooting has not been found. So they have not even found the gun that was used. And it says the mullet. So the shooter allegedly he was wearing a face covering, but the police were, let's see, they were able to track him through surveillance footage to a nearby motel where he went there to hide. They
Wow.
used the surveillance footage to identify the man. We had the photo, and it's pretty clear. The tips started to come up, and we were able to get him identified that way. So thank God for surveillance cameras. Thank God for surveillance cameras.
Well, you're right.
Um,
Thank God for that. Can you hear me?
uh-huh.
Okay, thank God for that. And I know that we're gonna cover this tomorrow
Oh
in my
yeah, we
chat,
most
but
definitely have
no,
pick up
no,
on this situation.
right, but I'm talking about this is just reminding me. We're gonna cover it tomorrow in mine, but what reminds me of the baby's brother. And I don't want to get off into that, but
Right.
we'll be talking forever. But because on his video that the last video he said he ain't scared to live and he ain't scared to die. And he
Mm.
already had blood all over his hands, but he was like, he don't want to live anymore. And so
Oh
people,
wow.
you have to be careful with crazy people, psychos, but then you got to be careful of people who
People,
don't want
period.
they don't want their life no more. They don't
And
care
then
about
this
taking
is another
yours.
thing. Oh, that's true, Miss Lucky. And then you got to think we have two different type of crazy people. We have crazy
They don't
people that
their
go through
life.
their episodes, and
Right.
sometimes they want to harm themselves, but sometimes they want to harm other people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They do not care. If they don't care about their life, what else they got to live for? That's just like that movie with I think it was Martin, Nothing to Lose, when the man's his wife twin sister was there making love to somebody. He thought it was his wife. So he went out on a rampage. It's a funny movie, y'all. He went
Oh,
out on a rampage because he was like, he ain't got nothing to lose. And Martin jumped in the car to rob him. And he told Martin, he said, you don't pick the wrong day and the wrong person to rob. And he acted a monkey. Guys, it's nothing to lose. Go look at that. It is so funny. That's a good
I,
movie.
I
But
remember that movie.
basically,
I don't think I watched all of it. Oh, big shout out to whoever just came in the chat. And
and they
um,
gave a thumbs up. Thank you
thank
guys.
you
Thank
so
you.
much. Okay, and Mouth Open said, then why didn't he deal with his own life and not someone else's?
Someone
That is
else's.
a good
I
question. And you
I
gotta
agree
think
with you.
too. Whenever some people go through stuff in life, they instantly want to take it out on some people. And then, this story kind of I get flashback to the stuff that happened to me. Okay, so you guys know I do hair. I work at like a commercial type of barber shop and everything. So,
Right.
we when all of this pandemic stuff happened, we shut down. When we opened back up, people were really, really super on edge when all of this stuff opened back up. Everything was closed down, then we opened back up. And now we are forced, by all of the mayors in different counties, that if you want to go out in public, you are forced to wear masks. A lot of people can't take people telling them what to do.
Right.
And I don't care if you tell them these are the rules of the CADC. We must follow them in order to keep the doors open so we can keep our job. So, of course, I'm the type of person, a lot of people that were working there, a lot of them had bad attitudes. They were on edge too. But I
Mm-hmm.
can clearly remember this one gentleman. He pulled up in the van and my receptionist ended up going on break. So while the receptionist on break, we have to check the people in. And there was this one gentleman, and I asked him the questions, have you been around anyone that's sick with the virus as far as you know? Have you had a temperature of 104, et cetera, et cetera. And I pull out the little screening thing to check his temperature, and he put his hand up like, you're not taking my damn temperature. Like he said it
Right.
very angry and aggressive. I didn't say nothing. I just stepped back, and he kind of stormed to his van, and I instantly went back in. And at that time, we were always told whenever we come back in the building, we always have to lock the door. But after that happened, I locked the door, and I was telling my coworker that was there, I was like, this man was really angry and aggressive. And I'm
Right.
not the type. If it was one of my other coworkers, they probably would have said something smart to the man or whatever. I'm like, I don't know this man's state. I don't know what this man went through before he came to this place.
Uh-huh.
You must treat everybody like they could potentially snap on you. And I don't care,
Always.
even if you are a person that have a concealed to carry weapon and you can carry your weapon, you still have to be vigilant. I'm just not out here trying to take the next person's life just because I have a concealed to carry weapon. I'm not the
That's
one that's out here trying to have nobody blood on my hands. But when it comes to protecting me and mine, I'm gonna protect mine. But I try to stay as far as away from trouble as I can. That's the type of person I am. I'm not the type that's jumping for trouble.
right. That's like they say
And
when you go to the hospital, treat everybody like it's an emergency.
thank you. And don't you know, when I went back in the building and locked the door, that man sit out there in his car for about 10 minutes.
Wow. And you don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what that man was thinking. That probably was the second, third place he done went to where they tried to take his temperature. I don't know if he done went to other places and they told him he couldn't come in without a mask, but that was that something that
Right.
small could have pushed that man over the edge. Yep,
Right.
she's mouth open said, "Yep, you did the right thing, Katie." Yes, ma'am. And then I'm gonna be honest and say, I remember this same place that I used to work at. I had a manager, and she had a really, really nasty attitude. She was very combative. She had a real nasty attitude and just a nasty outlook on life. And if it was her, I think that woman probably would have got hurt that day because this man
Right.
was aggressive and he seemed like he was ready to. He looked like one little. You ever heard of that saying, "The straw that broke the camel back"? If I would have got smart with that man, I think he probably would have came in there,
Uh-huh.
and God
One
forbid, I think he
little
probably would have
thing
killed
could
us
have
all.
set him off.
Yes, one thing could have set that man off. And I remember that current manager that I had there, I was telling her about how aggressive he was. And she was like, "Well, Katie, did you
Yep.
get his name or anything like that?" I
You
was like, "No,
right.
I didn't get the man's name because right before I was finna check his temperature, he looked like he was about to like smack my hand away, and I bagged up. I just bagged up and went in. I'm not finna argue with this man. Yeah, and she said, "Me too. I avoid trouble." Yes, you have to avoid trouble because you know what? Like I remember telling that manager that I had that had the real nasty attitude. I said, whenever I was talking to somebody else, but I was really referring it to her, and she was in the room when I was talking about it. But I said, whenever people act nasty with people that come in here, they don't know self-consciously that you're
Yeah,
putting everybody
he had
in the room
already
at risk.
flipped.
You put us all at risk
Ah.
when you do that. And I was like, oh my God.
Hey,
These
do you hear me,
times,
Katie?
yeah, I'm
And
saying like that manager I had with the real nasty attitude, she took a chance to put us all at risk because of her bad attitude.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's like, I mean, this is a whole different story, but this is the same way I'm thinking. You said that they could have put you all at risk, and I'm sure you guys in the chat can relate to this. When we used to eat out at restaurants, I used to hate somebody that would come in and for somebody in the car with me, get smart with them people in drive-through.
Oh, I hate that. I hate it.
Let me get my food first, because that you don't know what they can do to your food. All because everybody in the car cussing them out and acting a
Yes.
monkey. I be nice to
Thank
people.
you. I be
I
nice to
can't
people,
stand for
especially.
somebody to do that, but I be nice to them and I get my food. Then I be like, you mother. But anyway, after that,
Okay,
but
I
you wait
didn't
till you
ask
get
for
your food
pickles.
first. Don't start cussing nobody out.
And then I look
Yes,
at it
that's
like this.
crazy. But
And Miss
one
Lexi, I
person
look at
put
it
your
like this.
life, it can put everybody.
Yeah, you can put everybody
I
around
be,
you at risk because you want to have an attitude.
yes,
And then it's just like if you're not working at if you're not eating at Benny Hanna's where they're
right.
cooking the food in front of
That's
you,
right.
why
I ain't
would you
got
sit
time for
there and
that.
yell at them? At Benny Hanna's, they chopping the food up, they cooking it in front of you.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, uh,
Mm.
but I don't
Yes.
know if you guys remember this, and I'm about to get up off here in a second. But I don't know if you guys remember the viral video. It was all over Instagram. A lot of blogs picked this up, and it was all over Facebook. It was a girl that was working at rallies because I remember the shirts that people wear at rallies because I love rallies hot dogs. I always go through there and get their chili dogs. They
Mm.
have all hot dogs, okay? But
That
I
sound
don't
good.
know. They real good. I don't know what this customer did to this rally's employee, but she took the hamburger bun and dropped it on the floor. She rubbed it in the floor, picked it up, and put the mayo on it and made the sandwich. Do
See,
you remember seeing that, Miss
they
Lackey?
get pissed off. No telling what they do.
Yes,
I
that that
don't, but I understand. That's
that
why I try to be nice.
that woman rubbed that hamburger bun all in that floor and she proceeded to make that burger and sent it out to somebody and somebody ate it. And I remember a lot of people was just sharing it all around the internet and they was like, share this video, get this beef fired, get her fired. I don't know if the girl ever, I don't know if I'm pretty sure the manager did get a hold of the footage, but I don't know if you guys know, but you can actually get I think it's like I don't know if it's a felony or a misdemeanor, but it is a charge with tampering with people's food. Oh, Mouth Open says she
Oh
remembered
yeah,
it.
that is
Hold
a
on, let me see if I can find her
charge.
message. Yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
I'm
And then
looking.
it was another situation too. Now I can't remember the exact restaurant, but this restaurant that it happened at, it's not in Arkansas. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I can remember
I want the
the name
chat
of
to
this
forgive
restaurant.
me. Forgive me for being quiet, chat. I'm still writing you guys. I just cannot. I've always been on my MacBook and my picture is always on there, and that's why I've been trying to work with it, see what's going on ever since, guys. But
Oh,
I'm
you
here. I'm
okay?
here,
You here and you loud and clear.
and I
But
love y'all.
okay, and they love
Yeah.
you back. We love
Yes.
y'all.
We love
Yeah.
y'all. Shoot.
Oh yeah, this what it was. It was at a Dairy Queen. Cause I was gonna say I don't know if we got a Dairy Queen down here or it's probably like some counties over from Pulaski County. But anyway, this girl that worked at a Dairy Queen, she had some words with a customer. This girl was on her cycle and she did some disgusting stuff with the
Oh gosh.
with her cycle. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh Lord. Yeah, just leave it there. I can only imagine.
It
Like
was
you
with
say, get
somebody's
that thought
sandwich
out of my
dealing with her
head.
cycle. And I'm gonna just leave it there.
Like you be saying, clear my mind from the
Oh my
visual.
god. Oh, when I heard this
Yes.
story, I was so grossed out. I don't know. It could have been a McDonald's, but mouth open, I do remember it was a burger place because she put it on the guy's burger.
Lord, the Lord sit high and look low. You know
Yes, he
he.
do.
Mm,
And
my
and
gosh.
they had put. I think that girl ended up getting a felony charge for that situation.
Well, she
She
should.
she should get a felony. Yes.
Right. She should.
Oh my God, that is so disgusting. And just think, like, she is upset to the point where she did that to somebody. That actually just shows how disgusting of a person she is.
Right.
I mean, and you know what? When a person get angry, their true character shows.
It does.
You never really know a person until you seen them angry. Cause I remember,
Or drunk.
yep, and I remember an older person telling me that don't fall in love with a person until you see them get mad.
Right.
Now that is true.
And a
Don't
drunk,
say
they
you love
say,
don't say
uh,
you love nobody until you done seen them get angry.
a drunk person tells no lies.
Oh, I swear that's
Mm-hmm.
true. But the other stories that we have, this will be continued tomorrow night at 7 on Miss Lackey channel. So y'all come check out the Messy Angels. And what's this Miss Lackey? Is this part 7?
Part 7. Yes, please
Yep,
come, guys.
part
Look, I've been
7.
back here. Don't enter in my own broadcast. Lord have mercy. Yes, part 7, guys. And your voice is always welcome because we don't discriminate at my channel. We don't put people down. It's all positive. We love you guys.
Yeah.
And last week, I wish you all could have been there. We did 4 giveaways. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know, you're
It
dealing with
was
a
it
little.
was $10 giveaways, but it was some.
It was something. We did 4 of them, but honey, we some single mothers around here.
Yeah, so
So,
we be scraping for coins. But I said
uh-huh.
I'm gonna do a 2 people giveaway. So you guys make sure you tune in to my live that Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And I'm gonna do
Okay.
10, yeah, I'm gonna do two $10 giveaways from my channel. And the only requirement is that you must have cash out.
That's right. That was the only requirement. So what
And you
I
must
did,
tune in to the live.
yes,
Because if you're not there, you're not going to be able to come in and drop your cash out. So, everybody
and
come in and drop their oh, you have a blessed night, mouth open. Thank you for your time and thank
thank
you
you for
so much for
coming, mouth open. We
tuning
love
in.
you.
Thank you so much. So y'all check out the live tomorrow night at 7. A lot of time we say we're just gonna go an hour and a half, but most of the time it does go over. Last Friday she went live for 6 whole hours.
Over 6 hours. I was so tired. But
Oh
yes,
no,
that was the only
God.
requirement to have Cash App. And I just sat back in the chat and I watched who was loyal and who was participating. And that's how I picked my winners for the Cash App.
Right. So I'm gonna be doing a two $10 giveaway, and that is I'm gonna look at my calendar. It's gonna be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so that
Just
is
let me
going
know,
to
Katie.
be. Oh yes, I will. Oh yeah, that's gonna be November the 24th. So most definitely, you guys come and tune in, and you may be the lucky winner. Hey, Almond Brown, look at you! You came right at the end of the live.
Hey,
Hey,
Almond Brown. We
oh, what's
love
up, Almond?
you.
She said she was listening from the bushes.
Okay. Well,
Blessings
I
to
know
you
she
and
gave
your
a
kids.
beautiful thumbs up because
Yes, and that is a beautiful lady, Almond
we
Brown. So, Almond, make sure you come over to Miss Lakey page if you're able to. If you're not going live yourself, we will be live. The Miss Angels on Miss Lakey page tomorrow
tomorrow at
night.
7.
We will be continued. So, we wanted to the first if you missed out, and we are about to sign on. Al, you got anything else to say, Miss Lakey? Oh, she jumped on off. Look at her. All right, y'all. We will see you tomorrow on Miss Lucky Page. Thank you. If you have not yet hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at a whole stack, a whole 1K. a whole thousand. So